feel like the beauty industry, I don't even want to say the beauty community, just the industry is going backwards.
The reason why it's going backwards is because essentially the cosmetics industry is still a business. And what you see all throughout the entire country is a rollback of DE&I initiatives. Let's take a look at an article from the Free Press. So there is a widespread effort to roll back DE&I programming in universities, in private corporations. And what's going on is a lot of these red states are saying that these programs are unconstitutional or illegal. So this particular article states that lawmakers in more than a dozen red states have either passed or proposed sweeping higher education reforms in curtailing DE&I initiative, and not just for student admission, but also hiring. So Texas Tech actually relied on DE&I statements of their candidates as a major criterion for hiring, and then following that, Greg Abbott decided that that was illegal and they couldn't do that anymore. So if you think that's going on in public education or education period, it's also going on in these companies as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of the companies, cosmetic companies, beauty companies, are not hiring us as much. And then at the same time, there is a backlash for being more inclusive. We've seen it in the last couple of years. So I'm not really surprised that some of the companies are going back to their old ways, even though they want to sell to us and we just are not supposed to complain. I see a lot of people saying, oh, why are you guys complaining about shade ranges? Just support the companies that support you. And I'm like, I can do both. I can call it out and also say, listen, these shade ranges are not it, because some of the consumers are not informed. I still see people doing that look like me doing Tarte advertisement. After what all of the stuff that Tarte has done, we still working with Tarte. So it's just they always have to be called out. And like I said, there's a major initiative to roll back all of this. If you look at US history, you'll see anytime there has been any progress for Black people in this country, it always comes with a backlash of people who don't want the progress. They like everything to stay the same. And this is what's happening again. After the George Floyd protests, you saw a lot of companies coming out saying Black Lives Matter, making donations. And I'm going to say this about the Black Lives Matter organization. They fumbled the bag big time, and actually I believe they're part of why things are being rolled back, because if they had actually used the donations correctly and instead of buying homes and all this stuff, maybe they would have been able to actually head off some of these D&I rollbacks. But they fumbled that bag big time. But that's a whole nother video. But like I said, the cosmetics industry is a microcosm of the big world. Whatever's going on out there is going to be reflected in the beauty industry. So that's the reason why things are going backwards.